So, this is a topic that I cover in my seminars in detail. I'm not going to go into too much detail on the part, but I just want to compare and contrast basically two models. So, for the more salient details, you'll probably see I've covered kind of like this top-down control here on the Shielda channel, and one of the topics that I cover is that if somebody grabs you here, one way to neutralize their force is by controlling your spine here through your chin. Just, if I bring my chin forwards, that rocks my spine forwards, that kind of creates my tailbone to kind of swing under, and if I bring the chin back here, you notice how Nick kind of gets pulled forwards. But what happens to the force when I rock, 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 rock? Nick, how does that force feel to you?
Yeah, don't feel.
Yeah, he's floating. And if he's floating here, then it's easy for me, to combine maybe some of the tricks that I've mentioned in other videos, compounded onto that, and then drop Nick. Now, the interesting thing is, let's say I get Nick here, and I use that same thing here, 1, 2, 1, 2. And he gets pulled forwards, almost like he floats a little. The problem with this model, in a way, and it's not really a problem, this is an option. This is a legit option. I've thrown some of these MMA guys in, when they're resisting within a demo context using this. The problem with this is if you come across a really good stand-up grappler, they're going to feel this, and all they're going to do is as soon as they feel this happen is they're going to take a step. That means that they know their base has been compromised, they know that their center of gravity has come out of their toes. But let's look at another model where, let's say I grab Nick here by the shoulders just like this. Now if I pull Nick like this, he's going to he'll resist naturally. Like if I pull and he feels a pull, he can resist. If I push like this, he can resist. On the other hand, there is a model where I make a body adjustment, and in my mind it's like I clamp him head to toe and I clamp him side to side. When I say clamp, in my mind when I clamp, you might see a subtle adjustment in my body where if I clamp, I've got a stretch running from the top of my head to the bottom of my heel. When I clamp to the side, there's like a force vector that comes around Nick's shoulders here. Now in this state here, if I tilt, he tilts. If I tilt my head, he tilts. And notice kind of where he's tilting from kind of the feet. If I produce this clamp so that the stretch kind of only runs down to my tailbone, and I produce a clamp here to here, here to here, here to here, and then around here to here, like this, then if I go like this, here, notice where he only collapses here, like the upper portion. Nick, what I want to tell you, or what I want you to tell me, is that when I say, if I clamp here, and I clamp here, and I'm going to move from toe to heel. Do you feel anything?
Yeah, you're moving.
Slightly.
Yeah.
But has it gone beyond your...
No.
Yeah, it hasn't gone beyond his foot. So if it hasn't gone beyond his foot, but he and I are linked, then as I come down here like this, then he comes down basically. This is Kuzushi point, like from here to here. But you're always aiming to keep that Kuzushi point kind of like within the base of the foot. It's really tricky. But you can do some really cool stuff. Not really going to go into it. I also study with Kenshin sensei in Okinawa. He's really good. Like he just touches you, and admittedly, like if you're neutral, it's easy for him to just get your balance on that edge and boom, just sit you down. Because your brain doesn't realize that since there's no feedback here, and I'm not pulling, I'm not pushing, I'm not floating, I'm not doing anything, I'm just placing your balance point at a disadvantageous point, and so it's easy for me to apply some kind of technique. Simple way to look at this is just where we're here, and if we both go down here at the same time, 1, 2, 3, and boop, this is fine. But then if I come 1, 2, 3, and boop, like this, and it goes back. Was there any change in the pressure? No. So all I did was, you might have caught it, I slightly, as I go from my heel to my toe. And because there's no change in pressure, it's hard for Nick to discern that. Now he was brought to his heels. So then eventually what you want to do is you want to extrapolate, do that so that you can send the force directly into the person without their brain realizing where it's going, no change in pressure, and then apply that to your waza. This is something that I like to cover in my seminars. It's a little complicated and it requires a lot of proprioceptive feedback to pull it off, so I'm not really going to cover it on camera, but just some food for thought, especially for judoka. You know, judoka, by the way, the pros, by pros I mean anybody like national level in Japan or higher, they have this built in to some degree. You have to. Usually the issue is that it's married into the technique, and what I'm trying to do is extrapolate just that part so that you can retrofit it to basically anything that you do. It's a very, very usable proprioceptive skill. Okay, so that's it for today. Again, I'll put links down at the bottom for, you can reach out to me and maybe Nick and some other people who are doing this curriculum, and I'll post more info on my upcoming online group sessions, privates, and so on down in the description. So, hold on. I'll cut it, and then it's like, no, keep it rolling, and I'll just cut it. Okay, so that's it for today. Thanks for watching. I will be teaching online coaching sessions, both group and individual. I'm also will be rolling out an online training platform, so keep an eye out for that. If you want, just reach out to me. So thanks for watching.